Okay, I need to stop. What am I doing? What has my life become? Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a long-awaited review of the brand new brand launch Lunar Beauty, which is, if you did not know, and I'm sure you do, this is Manny MUA's brand. Manny MUA is an influencer and he came out with his own makeup line and it has been years in the making and I am so excited to finally be reviewing it. Doesn't come without its drama. I'm going to chat about all that. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to try the palette out. I'm going to let you know my thoughts and we're going to go. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on all my other social media stuff. Everything is Raw Beauty Christy, so Instagram and Twitter. And without further ado, let's try out Lunar Beauty. So this is Manny MUA's first ever launch of his own brand, and the palette is called Life's a Drag. This is the campaign image right here. Oh wow. And this is the palette. I think it's such a creative concept for a palette. I think it makes a lot of sense. Manny has made his love for drag very apparent over the last few years that he has grown his online brand. I think to come out with a palette, just from my first impressions, that has neutral shades and very bright shades as well, genius. If I were to come out with an eyeshadow palette, it'd be probably relatively similar to this. When I first saw it, I was like, genius, that's so smart, because you can cater to everyone in there and have a little bit of fun, because if you just do all neutrals, generally people are like, that sucks. If you do all colorfuls, they're like, where am I gonna wear this? So I think it was a good mixture of both. Again, I have not tried the palette yet. We're gonna try it on camera today, see how it applies, see how it blends out, see how the colors, if they're pigmented, if they're a light wash of color, etc. So I'm gonna let you guys know. It's crazy because there's so many eyeshadows that launch all the time that this one has gotta compare. It's gotta stand up next to shadows that are less expensive, more expensive, because in this market today with eyeshadows, with makeup in general, most of the products that are launching are so good that it's a tough crowd to please, us makeup lovers. So it's 14 shades. It also comes with a dual-ended brush and it's $45. It looks like it ships worldwide. It's cruelty-free and vegan. So that's pretty amazing about that. I know most places launch and they're like not completely worldwide shipping, so that's pretty amazing. Anything that I can find on this launch will be in the description of this video, so if you guys have any questions at all, check down there because I will put any pertinent information down there. I am so ready. I really like Manny. I know that it's so interesting because when any sort of like social media personality gets large online, they get a plethora of both love and hate, and I feel like every time I've ever met Manny and any conversation I've ever had with him has been more than sweet and cordial, and he's always been so kind and so supportive, and so I really, really like Manny. Anyway, I'm going to just hop into this video. I can't believe I'm actually going to be putting this on my face. I am so excited. So today I figured what a better way to do an eyeshadow look than to take a little bit of inspiration from the palette itself and do a drag inspired look. Now, I've never done a drag makeup look before. I've done like really winged out eyes and everything. So obviously I already have my eyebrows on. I did not block out my eyebrows. I am not good at doing a blocked out eyebrow, and I don't want to do a full drag look for this, but I do want to take a lot of inspiration and do like a really colorful, huge winged out, like I want to do like a big ass wing and just like really, really intense colors. So this is the unit carton here. I really like it. It's this beautiful rose gold here, and then you've got this glitter for Life's a Drag. You flip it around, it's got all of the information on it. So there is some drama surrounding this palette, like any sort of makeup launch that's out there. I feel like nothing can launch anymore without there being a giant amount of drama surrounding it. So there are people online saying that this palette is stolen colors from like Sugar Pill, and you could steal, I guess, an entire eyeshadow layout, but I don't hear people shitting all over Makeup Revolution and other brands for doing literal exact dupes. Shop Hush those palettes as well. This, on the other hand, is an eyeshadow palette with color in it. And colors, there are only so many in this world. You can't come up with a new color because every color that can be created has been created, basically. Of course, a bright pink is gonna look similar to another bright pink. I mean, let's just be real for a moment. That's just the way it is. Anybody that says like, oh, well, that yellow looks similar to that other yellow, and it's like, well, duh. Anyway, enough of the drama. Let's get into the palette. This is the eyeshadow palette, Life's a Drag. These are Manny's eyes done by Lipstick Nick. There's a holographic cover over the top of it. And then when you open it up, these are the eyeshadows on the inside. You've got a mixture of neutrals and very bright shades as well. Cake Face, Sickning, Hunty, and Beat. Campy, Pageant Queen, and Kiki. This one, he says, does not swatch well with a finger, but it goes on well with the brush, and he wanted it to be more of a soft shade. So just for swatching purposes, I am going to do a second swatch on that so you guys can see. But I did watch his video, so looks like that one's, he said, is not supposed to be like the most incredibly pigmented shade. He wanted it to be like a light wash. Same with the next black that's coming out. Shady. Oh, well, Manny, that's very black. Trade, Mug, and Legendary. Ooh. Kai, Snatched, and Fishy. Ooh. And this is the palette here. I think when Manny swatched it, he did all the neutrals first and then all the colorful shades last. I think that makes the most sense. It just looks more appealing that way. I'm gonna go wash off these swatches and I will be right back, and we are gonna move on to the freaking face, bitch. Okay, I think I'm gonna go yellow on my inner corner. I'm gonna take the shade Campy right here, and I'm going to dip into it with my Smith 232 brush. I've already primed my eyelids with ColourPop No Filter. So far, the pigmentation on this is beautiful. Like, it is blending seamlessly. It's showing up. It's not like too light of a wash of pigment that it feels like you're having to build it up for a year. Like you can see just upon initial application, it's just like there. And then I think I'm gonna go right into this pink shade here, which is Kai. This is gonna be like probably unwearable for so many of you, but just keep in mind, I'm not trying to do like your everyday look. Oh, wow, look where it's merging in. It's like making an orange. Ooh. It's expensive, but it's not like out of the realm of normal eyeshadow palettes. What does that come out to? So that's $3.20 per shade, but you also get a brush in here, kind of similar to like ABH eyeshadow prices. I'm gonna take my Makeup Addiction Precise Blender brush. I'm gonna go with that same shade. I'm just gonna darken it up down here. So the palette has not launched yet, so I'm not finding any information about it online as far as returns go. I imagine, like most brands that are starting off anew, and I'm not sure on this, so we need clarification, but I would imagine there are no returns. Again, any information I'm able to find will be listed below. That is so cool how it's merging with the yellow to create an orange, so it's like creating its own transition shade right there. This is gonna be the most colorful look that exists, I swear to God. So far, these are blending out excellently. Like, I'm having zero issues at all. They're not grabbing in any areas. The pigmentation is nice upon application. Like, I'm not having any problems whatsoever. The color in the pan is what it looks like when it's on your eye. I'm gonna cut this all out with like white and then have it like have that really white matte shade on it. I think I'm gonna dip into a bit of Pageant Queen here, which is this purple shade here. Blend that in a bit at the end here. The colors are building up really nicely. I'm not having any problems. All right, so now I'm going to take this ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 02, so it's like a super light, nearly white shade. And I'm going to cut this out really high up. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm not loving the way this is looking so far, not because the shadows are bad, but it's like the color choices I made, so I'm gonna just like make this eyeshadow look like fucking rainbow as shit. I'm going up higher than I normally would. This is the Makeup Addiction small pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into the white shade Cake Face. I'm going to pat that on the inner corner because I want this to be very, very, very light right there. So I received this in my BoxyCharm this month, and this is the Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics, and this is the Ink Gel Liner. I hope this works out well. It worked really well for me when I used it the other day. I'm taking this up at a much higher angle than I generally would. I'm gonna bring it down in the inner corner. Just a tiny wing, and then try to recreate that on the other side and also try to fix some of the bumpiness. So I'm gonna go put the other wing on off camera because this has been the longest clip of my life. And then I will be back, and then we're gonna pat some color on the top of this because that's the way we do. So they don't look perfect by any means, but they're gonna be just fine for now. So I think what I'm gonna do is go in with the shade Fishy here at the end, this really vibrant blue. And take that on my Smith 302 brush. I'm just patting that over the top of the wing. I will be right back after I pop my lashes on, and we're gonna move on to the lower lash line. I'll probably have my face done too when I come back. All right, so I did my foundation and my lashes off camera. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create like a false under eye here that kind of comes up and meets with this so that my eye looks bigger. It's gonna be like white down there. So I'm gonna go into the Pageant Queen up there. I dip into that, and then I'm gonna tap off a ton of the excess so I don't get any fallout. Then I'm gonna go in with my tiny little Makeup Addiction brush. I'm gonna take some of that same color, tap off a ton of the excess, and I'm just going to buff that down. All right, now I think I'm gonna go into the shade Kiki. This one definitely is a lighter shade for sure. Looks like you can build it up. This is the Furless Pro 2M brush with It's Likely Makeup. With that same brush, I'm going to go into Cake Face, that white shade, and just pat it over the top so that doesn't move around and it's nice and opaque. So I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm gonna dip into the shade Shady right here, and I'm going to use that to darken up right here along the edge. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some white in my waterline up here so that it's nice and bright, and then I'm going to put some bottom lashes on, and then I'll probably come back with the rest of my face done because this is about the eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna discuss it and let you guys know what I think. I don't think this look is complete yet. I don't think it's complete. I'll be right back. All right, guys, and this is the finished look. Natural, glowy, summer makeup. In all seriousness, this is the makeup look. I know it is not your everyday wearable look, but fuck it. I really like it. I mean, it is really intense, but I feel so sassy in this shit. I feel like I can go take on the world. All right, so my first impression review of the Manny MUA Lunar Beauty eyeshadow palette, Life's a Drag. Well, I think you can see that it definitely blends well. It definitely has pigmentation. The color choices are amazing and it is super versatile. I mean, I have to admit, this is pretty much exactly the palette I would come out with. Not exactly, there are some differences in color variation, but this idea is so something that I would create if I were going to create an awesome first palette, because you've got your neutrals for neutral lovers. This can be an everyday palette, but your pops of color, if you really think about it, you don't have to do what I did and do like a rainbow style eye. You can do a brown eye look with like a little pop of yellow or a pop of blue on the lid. You can do just like a touch of that teal shade underneath. This is the only shade that I found not to be super pigmented, but when I watched Manny's video about this palette, he was like, it is supposed to be a lighter wash, so it's not like supposed to be super crazy. And I do find that of all the shades that I use, that's the one that like impressed me the least, but because I knew going in that it wasn't supposed to be like bam in your face, I'm not like super disappointed in it at all. I just realized that's what it is and then just accept it for what it is. I do think if it were going to be this shade in there, I would highly have suggested it be the similar pigmentation of these, only because when I want a color, like I'll use a lighter wash of it to make it less pigmented, but this one is just, you have to build it up quite a bit. I didn't use any of these, so I'm gonna have to do another look with these guys here because I didn't use any of the neutrals today. But all of these that I used today blended out beautifully. I mean, no patchiness whatsoever, no dragging. A little bit of dragging, but not so much dragging. You can obviously create something super colorful or super muted. You can use this as everyday shades right here. I think it was super smart to include a white and a black. I don't think the price is overly priced. I know so many people are gonna come here and be like, you're just kissing Manny's ass. 100% not. I wouldn't lie. There's no reason for me to lie. I feel like from the launch video and everything that I've watched and all the swatches I've seen, they're all accurate. I don't think you'll hate this palette. I actually love that when I blended the pink in with the yellow, it created this soft orange in the middle so that it gradiates out. It's just really easy to work with. I feel like it's a great palette. I mean, you really can't go wrong. You get a brush with it as well, so the value is a little better. There's nothing much I can say about it. You guys can see how it blends, you see how it works, and I think Manny did an amazing job, and I think this was a perfect first launch because it pleases everyone. It's bigger than I expected it to be though. Like, I pictured it kind of being the same size as like my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, but it's definitely large. It's not as long as the Nudie Patootie palette from Laura Lee, but it is like, I would say, an in-between size. It's pretty big and it's nice and heavy and weighted. Tell me what you guys think about this look in the comments of this video. Gently, please, though. I know so many people are probably gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be like, I know. But it is called Life's a Drag. What did you expect me to do? A neutral eye look? Bitch, do you know me? I feel real cute. I feel real bitchy. I feel like I look unapproachable as fuck, but what's new? I think obviously use your best judgment. If you guys are not into it, hey, understood. This may not be for everybody, but I do think that a lot of people could get use of this even if you don't see yourself doing a look like this. You can definitely get more neutral looks. I've seen Manny actually even has done on Instagram, I've seen some much more neutral eye looks come out of this. So maybe I'll use this again in the future in like a tutorial that's separate so that you guys can see the versatility of the palette that's not just like full drag. If you are looking for a palette that you can probably get similar looks with, the BH Weekend Festival palette was really, really good. Coastal Scents 252 is always a really inexpensive way to get really good, high quality, bright eyeshadows for a fraction of the price of everybody else. It's like 20 bucks for 252 eyeshadows. Honestly, there are a lot of different options out there. Maybe I'll list a couple of dupes in the description, not to downplay Manny's palette, but there are definitely people out there who can't afford $45 all the time when new products launch. I think this palette launches tomorrow, Saturday, June 2nd. I'm almost positive of that. So keep your eyes peeled for it. And I don't know how fast it's gonna sell out, how many units were purchased at all. So if it's something that you want, you may wanna rush to get your hands on it. But I don't think it's gonna be like a limited edition thing because this is Manny's brand. So I don't think it's gonna be like quick to go off the shelves like a collaboration would. So keep your eyes on the Lunar Beauty Instagram page or Manny's page because I'm sure he'll be letting you guys know when restocks happen and things like that. So if you've got the money and you love the way it looks, I really think you'll like the formula. It's a great formula and I think that Manny did an awesome job formulating it. So that's my first impressions review. All right, well, that is this video. I hope you guys like this look too. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on all my other social media stuff. Everything is Raw Beauty Christy, so Instagram and Twitter, you guys know, it's the same. Come follow, come hang out, come be a part of it. Look at the fucking bomb ass pictures I'm about to post, okay? You can see my new hair, styled. Yeah, oh yeah, I cut and dyed my hair too. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Working? Why isn't it shutting off? Help! I give it all away if you give me just one day to ask you one question. Instagram, Facebook, no. And without further ado, Instagram and Twitter? Twatter? Instagram on Twatter. Follow me on Twitter. Raw Beauty Crowsta. This, on the other hand, is makeup, and I mean, I don't really. You come out with a new pink. Go. Duh. Dove. And I dropped the unicorn. Okay. So this is the. Did I just dig my finger into that? All right, I'm gonna go watch off these swatches. Hey Siri. What is 45 divided by 14?
45 divided by...
Okay. Holy shit. Stuff's just moving on its own. All right, so I think I'm gonna take this little brush. This is the Makeup Adish. All right, guys, and this is the finished look. I wish I could do a tongue pop. I can't do it. I'm not Amelia Fart. She does them perfectly. I can't do them. Everyone's like, put all the suction in your mouth, like suck really hard. I am. It just doesn't happen. No noise comes out. That can do that. That one wasn't bad. Okay, that wasn't bad. I know some people are, I'm not even gonna go there. Instagram, Facebook, no. Thumbnails. How? Oh, wow. Christy, you should wear a bra when you do this. You should also wear a shirt that doesn't bust completely open. Shut off, you whore. Shut off!